Alright, I have to talk about this because I don't get it. The show, I think it's on Fox right now, called Lucifer, claims to be based off the Vertigo comics Lucifer, which themselves are a spin-off from Sandman. Uh, Sandman is one of the ultimate comic book series. It's certainly the one that taught me that comic books can be more than just guys running around in tights. It can actually be a medium to tell a deep and interesting story. In fact, I'm going to reach up here over the monitor real quick. Um, there, see? I got a Sandman guy. Not that Dream here is the most popular. Hold on, wait, I can do better. We got Death here. See? She's popular. So I actually have all 7 of the Endless up there. I'm not going to bore you by taking all of them down. So I'm a big fan of Sandman. And I really liked the series Lucifer. In fact, I've read both of them enough times that the plots to both of them are kind of mixed up in my head in places. Because both of them, apart from your main characters, have a very wide cast of very interesting characters from our world that interact in interesting and unique ways. And the plot of Lucifer is very interesting because it's the story of Lucifer who is bored with hell and really angry at playing a part in his father, in God's game, and wanting to be his own man. Right? He wants self-determinism. He wants to make his own way in life. And that's the major theme of the series, is him trying to figure out how to do that in God's universe. And it's almost impossible, right? Because God is all-knowing, all-powerful. So whatever Lucifer's doing must be part of God's design. And in the end, Lucifer ends up creating his own universe and trying to be God of that, except like the one rule of his universe is you don't worship me. No gods. Anyway, it's a deep, complex, and rich story. It's very interesting. And so Fox decided to make a TV series about it. Okay, comic books are in vogue right now. I guess I can see that. I don't know how on earth you do a TV show. The budget would be astronomical just because of how far-fetched some of the settings get. I mean, there's the spiritual afterlives of so many cultures are visited, other planes of existence. It's wild, man. And then you got to worry about the crossovers from the Endless. They found a way around that. This show is a crime procedural drama. Lucifer teams up with a cop who's not in any of the comics and helps her solve crimes. The only thing this show shares with the comics is a couple of names: Lucifer, his sidekick henchman bodyguard Mazikeen, and the bar that he runs, Lux. That's it. The idea that Lucifer quit hell to run a bar in Los Angeles. That's the entirety of what this TV show shares with the comics. I don't... Mazikeen is also drastically changed. In the comics, Mazikeen is missing half her face. It's hideous. It's Two-Face-esque. And so she wears a mask over it. Now, in the opening of this, she does wear a mask in, like, the pilot. And there's one scene in one episode where her face is half in shadows and it looks eaten as she's haunting somebody. It looks deformed. But it's not. Her face is plain and regular, and she can be understood when she talks. In the comics, for the most part, Mazikeen's dialogue is written as if this half of her face was just permanently opened up. Neil Gaiman even said when he wrote dialogue for her, he would try speaking without moving his lips and then write down what that sounded like, and that's how he wrote her dialogue. You often cannot understand Mazikeen. Not the case in the show. The show itself is okay. It's not a horrible show. It's okay. I don't understand why they needed to tie it to the comics when there's almost nothing in common. If you want a show where Satan comes to Earth and ends up being a buddy cop, like Castle, ends up being a buddy cop, and through that begins to explore the ideas of morality and whatnot, then do that. But why in all the literature and all the advertising and everything did you connect it to this comic series that it has next to nothing to do with? I have never seen an adaptation of anything have less to do with the source material, and I've seen a lot of bad adaptations. I don't understand. Because, I hear you. I can hear you. The idea is so that people would be interested and it would bring in the audience. People who read the comics would then sample the show, and if they liked the show, they'd stay, even if it wasn't faithful to the comics. Here's the problem with that. You're going to piss off more of the faithful fans of the comic than not by saying this is based off the comic when it has almost nothing to do with it. So really, what you're doing is you're going to try to bring in an established audience and hope you don't piss too many of them off by spitting in their faces. It probably would have been better to disassociate it from the comics. And you could do that without... If you changed Mazikeen's name and the name of Lux, ain't nobody in the world who would think this had anything to do with the comics unless you told them. You can make your own show. I don't know what the point was of tying this show's name to that comic's name when they aren't related. And I've given it a good solid chance. I've seen every episode so far. I've 8 or 9 episodes. And like I said, it's not a horrible show. It's not. I'm not really sure it's my cup of tea, although the actor who plays Lucifer is very good at playing that part. He does it very well. I will give it that much credit. I don't understand. And I'm not going to reach understanding by the end of this vlog, so I guess I'm done. So weird. I'll see you guys next time.
Hi, I'm Luke Bryan, 2-time CMA Entertainer of the Year. If I ever learn how to read, I'm going to read The Great Platypus Caper by Jeff Hillary because I believe in supporting fine literature. I'm Luke Bryan. Hi.